Hey guys, what is up? It's Bunny here. Nice to see you again if you are a returning viewer, and I just spat at you, I'm so sorry. And if you are new here, then hi. Like I said, my name is Bunny, and welcome to my channel, which is a whole mixture of so many different things. I used to have an old channel where there's a lot more viewers there, a lot more subscribers, but I'm starting this new one in hopes that I can start afresh and just get viewers that actually care about watching my content. But anyway, with that little disclaimer and introduction done today, so let's just get into it. Basically, I'm filming now at, I think it's around 8 o'clock, hang on, what? Oh, it's 10 past 8. Actually, that reminds me, I need to take my meds in a minute, but anyway, I am basically just over-caffeinated and in pain, so I decided to put a bit of makeup on, the tiniest bit of makeup, and film in bed for you guys. I'm literally this is where I sit all the time, in bed, and I'm just going to chat with you guys about the last year, 2018, and all of my awesome plans for 2019. So, like I said, I need to take my meds. I needed to take them at 8 o'clock, but I was getting ready to film this, so I forgot. This is Oromorph. This is one of my primary medications for my chronic illness, which, if you don't know, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, amongst many other things. So I take morphine every 3 hours, amongst other things. A little bit like that. Just shoot it down there like a baby bird. One more. And we're good for 3 hours. I wish it was that easy. I wish this actually got rid of all my pain. It really doesn't, but anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a very, by the way, I lick that to stop it from being sticky in the little pot that I keep it in. I don't do it because I need like every little bit of morphine possible. But yeah, this is going to be chatty. It's going to be easygoing. But I do have my bullet journal list of 2019 goals in front of me, just to help me out here, try and stay on track a little bit. Yeah, I'm in a lot of, ooh, did you hear that? That was my hip clicking. I'm in a lot of pain. I've got my hot water bottle behind me. It is an alien. And yeah, but the mixture of being in pain and being over-caffeinated equals that I have already been rambling for 3 minutes and not even gotten into the video. So right, let's get into it. So 2018 was an interesting one for me, wasn't it? A lot happened. So in 2018, I turned 27 in November. So I was 26 for most of 2018. And my 26th year was the year that I finally moved out from home. It was the year that I had a very serious relationship and actually lived with my partner for the first time ever. It was the year that I did a whole bunch of stuff, traveled on my own on like a couple's holiday for the first time ever. A lot of the new stuff I did was related to that relationship and that sort of few months in the summer there. And I do want to talk about that because I was a very different person during that time. And I honestly think that I was definitely 100% manic for the entire summer. So I have bipolar disorder, and it is well controlled and medicated through Abilify, but for the entirety of the summer, I wasn't taking Abilify. So I know that I was manic. That was what led me to do a lot of the things that I did. It led me to have all of that energy and just to be able to be in a relationship and stuff like that, because honestly, me as a person, I don't really like being in relationships. And I don't know why I, for a while there, was striving to be in a relationship. I thought it was what I should do. I thought it made me a better person. It really doesn't. And yeah, it was just a really interesting summer, and I needed to do it and get that out of my system and realize that that is not who I am at all. I'm not a social butterfly. I was in the summer, and it exhausted me, and I'm still getting over it, I swear to God. I'm not a social butterfly. I don't like partying. I don't like drinking and smoking and all that stuff. I only ever do that when I am manic, and yeah, it's a good sign that I'm manic if I start smoking and drinking. So yeah, so that was that, and that sort of led me into 2019 with this big goal of being alone and being comfortable with being alone, because I honestly, I always thought I was bisexual, but I think I may be more biromantic and actually on the ace spectrum, because even though I do have sexy times mostly when I'm manic though, this is a little personal, but it's just a big part of me figuring myself out in 2018 and going into 2019. What I figured out is that I don't really know if I even want to be in relationships and stuff, and I do think I sort of rest on that ace scale somewhere. Dear friends who are watching this and scoffing at that statement with all of the talk I've done in the past of sexy times and stuff like that, please just accept that I kind of fake a lot of that when I'm talking about it in public with friends and stuff, and it's all been kind of a farce. Yeah, I really don't actually like having sex that much. Okay, let's just move on from that. Okay, just yeah, leave it at that. And yeah, it's mostly the mania that just causes me to be an entirely different bunny. But yeah. That's that. So my first goal of 2019 is to stay sober. I am now straight edge, other than obviously my very, very heavy duty medications, but that I can't live without, so I'm never coming off of those. But I haven't drunk for 7 or 8 weeks, I think it is now, and I haven't smoked for months now, so that's great. That includes cigarettes and weed. I've got nothing against weed at all, but for me, it's just not good, even though it helps with my pain. I did trial it for pain relief over the summer. Again, not good for me, but yeah, so staying sober is a big thing. And then secondly, I want to be alone and find comfort in being alone, and don't force it. Don't force going out. Realize that the people who I want to spend time with them and cherish that, but don't force myself to spend time with people that are just acquaintances, that it tires me more than invigorates me to spend time with them. And that may sound really harsh, but I've spent a lot of my time like having sort of kind of friends that I'll hang out with every now and then, and it just exhausts me, and it's just hard work, and yeah, I just want to give my all and my best self to the few good friends that I do have, and then not be afraid to say no to other people, not be afraid to say no to hanging out. And is my mascara already running? Good lord. To be able to say like, oh no, I think it's just a shadow, or is it just my black eyes? Am I just that tired? Oh dear. Yes, Bunny, you actually do have black mascara underneath your eye. Yeah. Sorry, I look like an idiot for the rest of this video. Please ignore it. And yeah, I just want to find comfort in solitude and not feel like I need to keep up with the society's expectations of friendship and having a partner and being a social butterfly. I don't need it. I don't want it. Cutting that out of my life this next year. So another goal for me is related to my tattoos. I want to continue getting tattooed in this next year. I got, I think it was 12 tattoos last year, which is most of these that you see. I really want to at least I need to get Pete Wentz added in here, because you know I've got Gerard and Brendan. So I need Pete added. I'm doing, I think, pretty sure a whole creepy Sailor Moon on this lower part, and this is all going to be finished by Holly, who's done these top ones. So I want to get that finished this year, as well as my color sleeve. There's not a whole lot of gaps left in my color sleeve. Like, at the bottom it's more just filler, and at the top it's just the back and inside of my bicep, but yeah, would love to get those finished and finally move on to my neck and my chest. So I know maybe tattoo goals isn't a normal thing for most people, but for me it's a huge part of my life and I would like to get that done. I'm also, on the whole appearance side of things, I'm growing out my side shave, my mohawk. Finally, I'm growing it out, and I am going to, once it's grown out enough, I'm going to wear my synthetic dreads in the whole hair until it's all long enough to be able to be dreaded, and then, like, permanently dreaded, and then dreadlock extensions added in to give it full length right from the get-go. Dreadlock extensions, like when they're dreaded into actual dreadlocks, are permanent. Wow, I'm tired. Are permanent, so that's a really cool thing. It's not like extensions on normal hair where they grow out after a year or two. You can leave them in as long or as short as you like. You can always take them out as well, but you know, you can just leave them in forever. And that means that I can have proper permanent dreadlocks, full length, right off the bat. And I'm so excited about that. Because I have wanted dreadlocks for as long as I have wanted tattoos, which is a very, very, very long time. Not going to get into the dread conversation here. We will leave that for my next dread video. I'll actually talk a bit more about the cultural appropriation side of things and all that stuff, but for now, let's just not get into that. This video is not for that at this moment in time. I also plan on keeping up a vitamin and supplement routine this next year. That's a massive part of working on my chronic health issues. I also, with my chronic health, want to get re-evaluated by the specialist, by the geneticist, for vascular EDS. As my mum passed away so early, before she was even 50, and it was all very vascular looking, and she had EDS too. She is who I got my EDS from. Yeah, I need to be tested for vascular because I was never actually fully tested for vascular type. They just ruled it out via clinical findings, but my clinical findings have changed over the years, and I have been diagnosed for over 10 years now, for 13 years. God, that is a long time. I've been diagnosed for 13 years, that is insane. But yeah, I've been diagnosed for 13 years and things have changed over the years, and I've got a lot of vascular problems. As you can see, even when I'm just talking to a camera like this, I get out of breath. You can probably notice. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So I need to get that checked because I don't want to just drop dead and not have been able to possibly prevent it, because vascular EDS is the really deadly kind that kills most people before they're even 40. So there we go. I want to continue working on minimalism and creating less waste. I used to be quite a hoarder. I loved collecting things. I had a lot of sentimental attachment to things, and in the last 3 years I have become very minimalist. That doesn't mean I still don't have decorations and fairy lights and stuff like that. I'm not like an uber, you know, those YouTube minimalists that are like, they've got a bed on the floor in their room and that's it. I'm not like that. But I've got very little things. If I needed to move tomorrow, I could move quite easily with a small van and that would be it, you know? So yeah, little things like I collect comic books, graphic novels, and as soon as I get an iPad, I want to stop collecting those in physical form and move to digital, and, you know, little things like that. Just maintain my minimalist lifestyle that I've sort of moved into, and create less waste in the way of, I already reuse a lot of things, even like tin foil when I'm cooking. If it's not too dirty, I will fold it up and reuse it, you know, like, and I won't use it at all if I don't have to, and, you know, silly things like that. But I really want to get reusable cotton pads for like makeup remover and stuff like that, this kind that you wash in the washing machine, and, you know, just really slowly but surely convert over to creating a lot less waste. What else? So yeah, I already spoke about staying single. That's a big thing, but at the same time, I want to stay celibate for the entire year. I briefly touched on that I'm not even sure if all that stuff is something that I truly enjoy or that I just do because I feel like I have to, and usually because I'm manic. And honestly, when I'm manic, I'm not me at all. It is not my true state at all. My brain is working differently with different chemistry, and that means I'm just not myself. And I honestly feel like manic bunny and medicated stable bunny are literally almost polar opposite people, and it is scary to think, but yeah, that's what severe bipolar is like. But yeah, I think staying single and celibate is going to be really good for me this year, and will probably continue for a lot longer than that. And my final, like, really big goal at the moment is to move into my own place. So at the moment I'm in a room in a small house share situation, and I don't deal well with that. Like, it just doesn't work for me very well. I'm an introvert, don't like sharing my space, especially as I'm largely housebound too. It would just be so amazing to have my own little space with, like, all I want is a little studio or something with a little kitchen, bathroom, and one room that's like my living room, bedroom, everything. That'll be perfect for me. Not too much to clean, enough to look after myself in, and yeah. So I'm basically hoping to sort out council housing that way, and that way I will also be able to get some assistive living help, which will be very important when I am living actually on my own, because at the moment, the one good thing about living in a house share is that things like taking the garbage out, mopping the kitchen floor, all that sort of stuff is all done by my other housemates. They seem understanding of the fact that I can't mop a floor and stuff like that, and that I can only take out, like, a small trash bag from my room. I can't take out the big trash bags or whatever. But I don't like leaving that up to essentially strangers that I live with. I would much rather have assistance from a medical professional carer, and do it that way. So if I'm living on my own, then I know I'll get help with cleaning, with cooking, with, you know, just everything. So that will be really good, and really important for me when I am in my severe flare-ups, because at the moment I'm in a sort of flare-up, not so bad that I can't not be sitting here talking to you guys right now, but, you know, bad enough that I'm in quite a lot of pain and I'm not leaving the house much. I'm only leaving the house to go down to Tesco's, which is a block away. That's about it. And the occasional trip into town. Town is Cardiff, by the way. I call that, like, town. This is town, that's town. But yeah, I was in a massive flare-up over, like, October, November time, and that was really, really hard living here on my own with no assisted living help. It was bad. It was really difficult. So I would very much like to have that sorted out ASAP, hopefully before my next massive flare, but I doubt it'll be done very quickly. The waiting list for council housing is massive in Cardiff, especially in this area that I'm in, so everyone keep your fingers crossed for me for that, because I also can barely afford my rent here, and I'm in a place that is very, very cheap for Cardiff rent, so it leaves me with very little in the way of money left over, so yeah, fingers crossed. Alright, and finally, so when it comes to my channel goals, I really, really, really want to talk a lot more about my health on this channel like I used to way back in the day. I'd really like to do just chronic illness, spoonie related videos in general, you know, things that help me daily, my day-to-day routine, a video all about all my diagnoses again, like a proper getting to know you, properly talking over all my diagnoses, and also I'm going to be having surgery probably next month. It was supposed to be this month, but it keeps getting pushed back. I'm going to be having oral surgery, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but is a massive deal for an EDSer, so I will bring you guys along for all of that stuff if I can. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be well enough after and before the surgery to do that. But yeah, just talking about health. Just being a spoonie vlogger, rather than a vlogger who is also a spoonie but kind of tries to hide it a little bit. I'd rather just be like, no, this is me. I'm ill. Get over it. So yes. I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah. Look at Piplup and Pikachu. They're so damn cute. Anyway, I will catch you guys soon with another video very soon. I plan on doing a plant tour video where I take you through my new plant shelf and show you all of my plants that I've accumulated in the past few weeks. I now have 14 plants, I think, so yeah, not a minimalist when it comes to plants. I am loving the plant mom life, but I would like to do that video. I'm going to be doing a video with Taito Dreads. I currently have this set in, but I have my first custom set coming this time next week, hopefully. Very excited about that, so I'm going to do a whole video reviewing the dreads and also showing you putting them in, you know, how I put them in and that sort of thing. And I want to do a tattoo tour and all those good things as well as all the chronic illness videos. So yes, lots coming up. Really hope you don't mind the quality of this video, by the way. I filmed on my front-facing camera because I couldn't be bothered to figure out framing with the back-facing camera, so hopefully it's okay for you. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for hearing me out in this video in my rambliness. Hope it wasn't too bad. Bye, guys. Oh my god, I just realised that whole time that was mascara underneath my eye, not just a shadow that I couldn't remove. Oh my god. I am so sorry. I looked stupid for most of that video. Apologies. I look stupid all the time though, so it doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, bye!